All right, guys, here we go. It is Sunday, and we are back. We are still in the quarterfinals here. We've got Bryce Young playing host to the Bills and Josh Allen. Josh Allen and Trevor Lawrence had bye weeks in the second round, and here we are in the third round. Allen taking the field for the first time since I don't know 10, 11 days since the last time we played a game with him in the series. I will have to say that my Madden is giving me a hell of a trouble lately. Every time I open it, I have to relog in. I have to redo all the settings. So we're gonna play all 5 games that remain right now, all back to back to back to back to back. It's gonna take a little while, usually about 45 minutes to an hour for all these games. We'll see how they work themselves throughout the day, and we'll go from there. You can see our brackets. We've played who played last night? Will Howard played against Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams moved on to the semifinals and will play the winner of this game today. And also Jordan Love and the Packers beat Riley Leonard and the Colts. So we no longer have any more backup QBs. Right now we'll play the Young versus Allen game, and then we'll play Jackson against Lawrence after this, and then our semis will be set, and then we'll go and we'll play those 2 games shortly after, and we're just gonna see how long it takes us. Whatever it is, we had a double OT game yesterday, and I know things are what they are. We'll just go with the flow. What did I just do? There we go. It's like I'm brand new with this. All right, here we go. We are not controlling a team. We have the Bills let's go with Tarico and Olsen. That's absolutely fine. And here we go. You can see our most touchdown passes in the series so far. Can I move that up? We added Baker Mayfield to it yesterday. And here we go. So we have Stafford threw 3 and McCord threw 3 in the first game of the tournament. Jordan Love threw 3 twice. McCarthy threw 3 in the opening round. Bryce Young threw 3 in the opening round. Goff, I think his was opening round, and Mayfield was second round. We will see what we have here. Of course, every game I mention that I'm just hoping that we get one QB to get 4 touchdown passes in a game, to let us sort of move on and kind of clear the slate there and pay out one winner, the $250,000 QBC, versus paying out 8 winners. And we'll see how this goes. All right, taking the field here, ready for the kickoff. Bills versus Panthers. I gotta be honest, I don't know who has the Josh Allen NFT. I forget which one has it. I know that Bryce Young, a friend of mine named Ron has it. He'll be rooting along with the Panthers here.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it.
Hoping the internet connection stays good the whole day. The next 5 hours. I watched some of it back yesterday. Some of it's clean, some of it's a little choppy. Apologize for that. James Cook, league's leading rusher from last year, takes the first carry for 13 against that tough Panthers defense.
13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the
play action. Cook picks up that blitz nicely. It's Shakir. That was a big gain right there. Allen wasting no time, moving right down the field. I was going to say about 40 yards, but it was just 39. That would have been good, though. My guesses are normally very poor.
Really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. promise you that's
Here we
not
go,
the
going to
first time.
Cook again. Was that Cook?
He'll be
Yep.
taken down after a gain of 2.
Derek Brown there. Just gave that to J.C. Horn though on the PA.
Second down, they need 7.
Touchdown pass here. What do you guys think? Josh Palmer?
The gun. Throw here for Allen.
Ah, it's close.
He'll be taken
I was close.
down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up first.
Palmer gets the ball down to the 7.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
In motion goes Cooks. From the gun.
Allen to throw again.
This one caught at the 4.
That's Cook's 18.
Down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Second and goal from the 3. Definitely have a run as an option here. Either Cook or Allen himself.
They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them.
Let's see what they get.
Short game.
Cook up the middle. Is he in? Yep, he is in. Nothing aggravates me more than a rushing touchdown when I want the QB to get 4 passing touchdowns. But
Able to find the end zone.
quick drive there.
First possession.
Early score for the Bills. They were not even slowed down, it seemed like.
And that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point.
No one misses an extra point in Madden. 7-0.
The kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Crowd seems to be taken out of this one nice and early. Let's see if Bryce Young can engineer a drive here.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Xavier Liggett. And this will work
Gets it out to the 30, respectable.
all the way up to the 30-yard line. Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first
What do you guys
time.
think of Keon Coleman this year?
Bryce Young, the number 1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I don't know. I guess we get to see if he's real or not.
Pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike.
Decent
Certainly
first
was not
year.
because of his
They were
physical
expecting
stature.
him to kind of take a step
It was
up last
because of
year,
his
but he took a
mind.
step
It was
back.
because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie.
Dowdle?
It's ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just
Carries the
capture it
pile
and make it
forward, and by pile it looked like one guy. It looked like, was that Terrell Bernard? Who's 8? I don't know.
At the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's
All
second
right.
down and 7.
2nd and 7 now. Same situation. Allen was throwing the ball. Let's see. Nope, they're going to give it to Dowdle again. He's going to lose one.
Good defense.
They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, but I didn't really feel like he did. It looked like he lost one to me. 8 is Bernard, huh? How about that?
Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Trips to the right side. One receiver to the left across the middle. He's got him. Up, he hits 18. That is Coker, Jalen Coker. Coker had a huge touchdown catch in the last game.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From Bryce Young. Young hits Coker again here for a nice gain, a nice first down.
These third
On
down
a
conversions are just
key
so
third down.
important, Mike. Everybody
3rd and
stresses
7.
We want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points.
Oh, what was that?
You better be
What was that? Was one of the uglier plays on Madden I have ever seen. And it was a fumble. There's no way that arm was going forward.
With the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll send a man in motion left.
All right, Young, what do you got? He's got a guy. It's Coker again. His second key reception, 3rd and 1. I mean, these guys, they look bad, and then they look good. And then they look bad, and then they look good.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
They got a big boys in there. They're going to try to sneak it. It looks like they got it.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got
in that pistol formation with the running back behind him. A couple of yards there.
36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
That Chuba? Haven't given the ball to Chuba yet. And there he is. He's getting a bunch. I'll tell you, I'm not sure why they have Dowdle over Hubbard. They do.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Bills with the early advantage. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment.
Wow, first quarter. We're done with the first quarter. Panthers moving the ball here. Dark screen. Trips up top. They're going to go... Oh, nope. They're going to play action and try to hit the tight... Saunders? Or Tremble. Tommy Tremble.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 6.
Nope, play action again. They got a lot of guys coming. What a nice throw to Coker. Kind of, you know, he had some room in the zone there. A lot of guys blitzed, and the blitz was picked up nicely. And he just put it right in there for Coker. Watch, nice. Right, not too hard. He just kind of throws it in there, and Coker takes it down to the 3 or 4. We got a 1st and goal.
So far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response?
There's Dowdle. Reaches for that line, but doesn't quite get there. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Dowdle, he's in there. No, he's not in there.
He's going to come up short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Wow, guys, that's just crazy.
He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike?
That's just crazy. You got to go for it here, right? Got to go for it. They can't possibly kick a field goal from the 0-yard line. Here he goes, sending the kicker, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, you got to go for this. All right, we got him in the shotgun. Dowdle in the backfield. You can't try it again. No. He's in. I just wanted the touchdown pass so badly. Now we got 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. 7-7.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike.
I love how he just stopped. He was like, yep, I'm in.
You find yourself already down score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point.
7-7. We should just not even show these at this point.
The kick is good.
So over the course of the last, I don't know, couple of weeks, I've watched so many of these games. And I got to tell you, it's really hard to tell when they kick it, if they missed or not. Very hard to tell if they've gone wide, left, or right. It always seems to hit the net anyway. Here we go.
Each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now, here comes a return from
It's
the
Keon Coleman.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive.
Giving it to him the 28 there, huh?
Bills offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. I like that we don't have to watch commercials, but sometimes the dead air in the middle kills me. Backfield, you got to think this is Cook, and it is. And he's right up the middle for about 11. 4 carries, almost 30 yards there for Cook.
It's a nice start to the drive. Gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier.
Panthers have a pretty solid D-line. It's amazing they're getting, getting through there so easily. He's got to throw Palmer. Picks up about 11. 3 minutes to go in the half. Moving right along today.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
1st down.
Allen guns it over to Cooks.
And they'll take this down.
Man, both offenses just looking
That's a gain of 16.
very strong here today.
A 1st down.
Got to think that the Panthers will start locking them down a little bit.
He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Allen, going to give it to Cook. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7.
Brings up 2nd
Back
and
with more.
2nd and 7. Empty backfield. Going to throw here unless they do the Josh Allen draw play.
On 2nd down.
Derek Brown just ran over the right guard, but did not get there, and Shakir makes the catch.
On the connection. 1st down, Buffalo.
That's good for a Bills 1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Cook.
Cook going nowhere on that one. 2nd and 10. 1 minute to go. They're going to waste all this clock. I'm surprised we don't see the Carolina Panthers taking a timeout. I'm guessing they will if this play is not close to a 1st.
His yards before contact got to be better.
In motion, Shakir. On 2nd down, Allen.
Oh! Picked off. Panthers will get the ball. Is that Lathan Ransom? Underrated player, by the way, for the Carolina Panthers.
It's hard to not start envisioning.
A little bit surprised he was in,
It changes everything.
because he does have he's a safety. Someone starts over him, but he picks this ball off. Looks like they got back to the 7. They got 93 yards to go, a little less than a minute, I think, to go, but all 3 timeouts, 39 seconds. So what do you do?
1st and 10.
you think, I mean, you definitely have an excuse to run here if you just want to kind of tick the clock down and take it into a half. They do get the ball to start the second half. It's just been the first half has been a lot of long, slow drives. This is the fourth drive of the game, and we only have 30 seconds to go. You see they're just letting the clock roll down. I wouldn't be surprised if they just take it into halftime here. No one's calling a timeout. Are they really going to bother? I bet they do. They're going to throw it. Kind of not worth it. And a nice padding of the stats, but here we go into half.
Taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Let's go. We begin the third quarter. No touchdown passes for either quarterback. 32 yards for Cook. You see, Chuba Hubbard is the leading rusher for the Panthers. He's only got one carry, 12 yards. Dowdle has been not very effective here
Number 3.
as the lead back. Ed Oliver, Gregory Rousseau.
Could not ask for more from that first half.
Prater kicks off to start the second half.
This is Jimmy Horn Jr.
Yeah, he's going nowhere. I always love when they outrun their lead blocker.
The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Panthers have yet to be really stopped. Even though they only have 7. There's Dowdle. He's pretty much doubling his rushing total there from the first half.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hubbard in there in the backfield. Young gets it to Tremble. About 7 yards. Again, continuing where they left off, just methodically moving the ball. Haven't seen Tet McMillan at all, right? Nothing to Tet McMillan yet.
That was understanding where the holes of the defense were.
I'd like to think that eventually you will see it.
Fine green grass. Get past the first down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to
Go to Dowdle. Looked like he was going to have an opening, but Bernard closed that down very quickly and made the tackle 3 yards on the play.
And the receiver see it through the same set of eyes. It's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7.
Dowdle again, nothing. Not sure why they went to that well again. They're going to give him 1, 3rd and 6.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and 6.
Big play here. Going to need to get that first down. Let's see what they can do. Coker in motion.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. It's a gain of 10 yards.
Coker he's been the guy today.
First down.
Always open on 3rd down. I feel like that's the 3rd time they've hit him.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver.
Hubbard in the
What is
backfield.
my quarterback expecting from me?
on first down. You fake it to him. He's throwing pretty deep. He's got a guy. That is Leggett. He's going to be tackled at the 3. Big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards.
45 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate.
They got some big boys in. They got McMillan all one-on-one by himself there at the top.
This is where you have to finish drives.
They go to Dowdle, but they got nothing. Nothing.
Backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
In motion comes the tight end, Evans.
Let's see if they can punch it in from here. He's going to throw it. There's Evans. I wouldn't have known if it was. I wouldn't have known it was Evans. Mitchell Evans. Needs some braces. Sorry, Mitchell Evans. Nice catch. Touchdown. Panthers go up by a touchdown. 14-7.
But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Panthers will move out to a 14.
8 plays, 78 yards. Great drive there to pull themselves ahead.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away.
Let's see what we got here.
This one taken at the 7.
Coleman with a nice little juke. He gets out to the 32.
He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
And now the Bills are playing catch-up here. I mean,
Their first involvement of this second half.
pretty much have to get into the end zone here if you're Josh Allen.
First and 10.
Can't really afford. I mean, they haven't stopped Carolina's offense yet. Can't really afford to come away with no points on this one.
They'll go play action here with.
Oh, he had a guy. He had the guy. I don't know why these guys don't square up their shoulders. I don't even know why they bother rolling to their opposite side. I think Madden has to do a little bit better on those graphics.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just
Allen steps up. He's going to run it. He's going to run it. He's going to... Oh! What a juke. What a juke. He gets that first down. Important first down there.
And most importantly, a first down.
A gain of 14.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time
Got an eye backfield here. It seems like a... Nope. They do that all the time, and it drives me crazy. He goes in there with the empty hand, but magically the ball appears. Great run by Cook there.
It's a first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art.
Yeah,
In
they
today's
a couple
modern
plays in a
game,
row
this
here.
is highly effective.
Back to the eye. Let's see if they go back to Cook again. He's going to be stacked up for a couple.
Chris Barnes from that linebacker position making the play.
On the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down and 8.
Winner of this game guaranteed to be in the money. Top 4 teams are paid in Solana. Allen gets it out to Cooks.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's
they go after Cook that time. You kind of knew the Panthers D would show up at some point. That defensive line is just too strong. And there they finally made a statement play. Not over, though. It's not over yet. Bills are still driving here. They just lost a couple yards on that one. Touchdown for Dowdle, and then a passing touchdown to their tight end. And a running touchdown for Cook for the Bills. Almost picked off there. That would have been devastating for the Bills' chances. And even though it's still, I mean, 3rd and 13 here. Last time they faced the 3rd and long, we saw Josh Allen tuck it and run. Break through a couple guys. Let's see what happens here. He's got a lot of time. We gotta have an J.C. Horn had it right in his mitts. And I'm not saying that would have been game over, but man, that would have been very, very interesting. And they're going to send out Prater here to kick the field goal, 47 yards. Yep, right, that's good. Almost blocked there. Nice little effort.
Just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them
I don't know.
And cut into this
I mean, there's 2 potential picks on that they, you know, 2 very close interceptions that did not happen. And the Bills are still in this one. Carolina's going to get the ball. You know, you don't, if you're the Panthers, you don't want to be too conservative here. Yeah, you're up 4. And yeah, the Bills need a touchdown to go ahead. But you can, any points here is great. A field goal gives you a touchdown lead. And a touchdown gives you a 2-score lead, which at this point would very likely be insurmountable. Empty backfield. They're not being conservative at all here. Throws it over middle. He had McMillan. McMillan kind of dropped it. Did have a guy draped all over him, but that was the first pass we've seen go to number 4.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure.
There you go. He hits that Tremble for about 8 or 9.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's see. They got Coker in motion. Gonna swing it out to Dowdle. He's got a lot of space. Doesn't even bother using that offensive blocker that he had out there. That was about the most effective play that we've seen from Dowdle. A nice decision by Bryce Young there to swing it out.
4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game.
They try to go. Chuba with a broken tackle, but still not getting back to the line of scrimmage. Andreessen, he looks like Scattaboo on defense.
This play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where
And
that
second
ball
and
was going
13.
before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates.
That's a
lot
very
of guys
Bryce
from
Youngish type
and
play.
results in a negative play.
You did the screen to the left for success, and then you just do try to do the same thing to the right, and doesn't work twice in a row. There's Hubbard. Gets about 10 there, and now we got 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
McMillan in motion. Still very, very quiet day from him. Oh! Cannot do that. Cannot do that.
Up to this point, this pass rush has been pretty
That was just a jailbreak blitz, right? I mean,
to get their first
people
sack,
coming all
trying to
over the
get off
place.
field and give the ball back to their offense and
They just
see if they
needed
can pull off
3.
this comeback.
And Young he had a split second. Had he picked it up, he could have maybe dumped it to a hot receiver if there was one. But now you got to think punt. 46, 56, 63. They're not going to kick a 63-yarder from here. You got to punt. Let the clock roll down. Smart.
As they try to play the field position game here.
Madden teams always battle the clock in the 2-minute drill. They're just really bad. Look at that. Oh.
Oh, he landed it at the right spot. Just had the wrong spin. Goes into the
Nobody
end zone.
down there to down it. You see,
To the 20-yard line. So
they went after the defenders went after the return man as opposed to the ball.
with 1st and 10.
See what we have here.
Off the play fake.
Thought they'd go to the ground there, but they went to play action, swung it out to one of the tight ends.
Get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
2:22 remaining. They don't seem to be rushing too much. Touchdown probably wins it. Field goal does nothing.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be taken
Josh
down.
Palmer
Gain is 6, and it's a new
gets the
second
first down. 2-minute warning.
first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second
I
half.
think they have all their timeouts still, right? Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Yep.
In a moment.
Let's see how this pans out.
They'll drop to throw.
He's got Palmer again. Look at that. He's got a lot of yards down to the 40.
Other side of midfield.
Quickly moving across midfield.
27 and a first down.
Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
All right, this is a good
Let's see
start.
what we
Plays
got
like
here.
These are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to
1st
be
and
wary
10.
of the clock and keep
136. The clock is just ticking. Wasted a lot of time there. 132. Let's see when they snap this ball.
Swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Lot of time.
Here's 2nd down.
About 20 seconds they wasted.
Throwing again is
Oh, just couldn't get anything on that one. He
the receiver. He knew what was going on.
had an extra second there. He probably could have put some more zip on that one.
Cooks with that pass. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 6. Of course, we're definitely in 4-down territory here. Field goal means nothing, although you never know with the Madden AI 2-minute drill engine.
Again.
Allen's got a guy. And oh, nice defense too.
Complete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Nice defensive play. Now we got
Needed
4th
that
and
one. Might
6.
come here late. They've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have. They
Let's
gotta
see
have the
what they can
situation
do.
right now. This quarterback needs to
Got.
make his
Oh, I
best
thought
throw.
he had the first. Oh, he dropped it. Was that Kincaid?
Incomplete. They
Dalton Kincaid drops the pass. He had him open. He also had his running back coming out of the backfield there.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take
Bills have 3 timeouts, guys, so it's not really completely over, but
quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't
right on,
just kneel
Tarico.
this one
I don't know
out.
why I talk.
But 1 first down will essentially end the game. Tremble comes in motion. On first down is Young.
Hey, I don't know about that idea. I mean, I get it. You want that first down. You want to kind of put the end of the game in, but that makes sense what I just said.
For this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know
You know, shocked they wouldn't have kept it on the ground on 1st and 10, but 2nd and 10. Let's see what they do now. He's going to throw it again. Got time. Leggett does not make the catch.
Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity.
Now this is a big play. I mean, you have not made Buffalo use a timeout.
It's Young.
And there you go. It almost could have been picked there, 47.
Tremble, the tight end, the man he was looking for there.
Oh, and now you got a punt. And really, what did you just do? Not much. It's about 10 seconds off the clock. You didn't force Buffalo to use any timeouts. And yeah, they're going to get worse field position, but they got a shot here.
They're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put
Fair
the ball in
catch?
harm's way.
Yeah.
No run back here, fair catch.
You don't always see the returner, but when you see 2 tacklers going down there unabated, you just kind of assume they would have called a fair catch. Got some big bodies in there. I don't know why. That means it's kind of stupid to me. It looks like 3 tight ends. Like Kincaid and Knox, and they had one other guy, I think, from last year. Let's go Shakir. Gets a few, but not a lot. And you got the 3 timeouts. The clock is ticking, 36-35. They're not taking it. They're letting that... You guys got a long way to go and a short time to get there. And at this point, this is almost comedy. But they haven't taken a timeout. And let's see what they do here. They got to go 80 yards. They hit Kincaid for about 33. They do call a timeout. As if they know what they're doing. They're now over midfield. 15 seconds to go, 2 timeouts. So they could probably get 3 plays off here, assuming they're going to go timeout, timeout. And assuming none of these passes are incomplete.
Still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
And with those timeouts, you don't really need to go to the sideline if you don't want. It's Cook's timeout, 11 seconds to go. 1 timeout in their back pocket. And now, suddenly it's interesting on the 29-yard line.
Stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's 1st down.
All right, let's see what we got.
To the air once more. It's Allen.
Cook's down to the 18. There's their last timeout. 8 seconds to go. Now, what we have here, I mean, interesting now, you're close enough where you don't need... All right, it's not a Hail Mary situation. 8 seconds to go. There's also a chance you could get 2 plays out of this. You got a first down, so you don't have to worry about downs. And let's see what we got. Empty backfield, 4-man rush. How many interceptions are they going to drop today? How many interceptions are the The Panthers have had the ball, the game in their D-backs' hands 2 or 3 times today. And this is going to be your last play. Empty backfield. Looks like 3-man rush unless they blitz somebody. So they're really playing defense in the secondary. Allen steps up. He's got time. He's going to... who's 40 there? Makes the play of the game. Sacking Josh Allen, and Bryce Young will move to the semifinals with the Panthers. 14-10 final.
They come away with the victory.
We'll take a look at those stats in just a minute. And then we'll move on to the next game. So there's your semifinal, guys. Caleb Williams versus Bryce Young. A very interesting matchup of young quarterbacks on playoff teams.
On EA Sports, the Panthers are winners. As we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.
Pretty good game there. Pretty solid game. Interesting game. Panthers, you know, I don't even think they scored in the second half, did they? Or did they scored coming out in the third? Is that what they did? I don't really remember. Let's just go to the stats. We'll go to the stat pages. Allen, 15 of 23, 220 yards. That's significant, but no touchdowns and a big interception. And really, he should have had maybe 3 or 4 interceptions today. Bryce Young, 14 of 19, 73%, 175 yards. Pretty solid. Some key, 14 of 19, but really, I think we had 3 incompletions on their last drive. So, you subtract that 4. He was 14 of 16 for 175 going into that last drive. What an amazing day he was having. He probably could have been a little bit better. 1 touchdown, 45-yard long on the day. Rushing-wise, Rico Dowdle was invisible, 1.7-yard average. James Cook had a pretty good day, 5 yards rushing on the per carry, 46 yards on 9 carries total, 15-yard long run. Hubbard had that 1 carry for 12, and then they never really went back to him. Never kind of gave him the ball. Hit him in the air once, I think, for not much. Brandon Cooks, the big receiver. Reception-wise on the day, 5 catches, 60 yards. Leggett had a drop, 3 catches. Coker had a very good day. Tet McMillan, this is sort of strange, right? There's your best receiver, WR1, and Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, no catches, 1 drop on the day. So not a great day for McMillan. We'll be looking for him to kind of make a little bit of a comeback in the semifinals. Chris Barnes with a sack, and then a couple of Bills had one that was split between Rousseau and Rapp, but really, this didn't come into play too much, the pass rush for either team. And we'll move on. We'll get set up. We'll be ready to go in about 10-15 minutes with our next game, our final game of the quarterfinals. Lamar Jackson against Trevor Lawrence. We'll be right back.